What's good, everybody? Jay Coffee on the vid, back with another news update, man. And I gotta lead this off with some sad, unfortunate news. Veteran OG comedian Sinbad has had a stroke, and his family is saying they're optimistic. So we got prayers out to Sinbad. Hearing them say they're optimistic. I mean, we know when it comes to strokes, it can go either way. You know what I mean? There can be permanent damage. There can be damage that can get better. People's motor functions, speech can be affected, among many, many other things, It's very, very sad and unfortunate. Like I said, prayers out to Sinbad. Sinbad's a dope comedian, hilarious, you know what I mean? But he killed it in the game because you got to think, like, he's got classics from every angle, you know what I mean? He's got like super dope stand-up comedy, hilarious, you know what I mean? Then he's got classic movies that were like family movies, like that Jingle All the Way joint, the Christmas movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they're fighting over that toy, trying to get their kid that toy or whatever. And I think Phil Hartman is in that, because I was also going to say Phil Hartman, rest in peace, Phil Hartman. That was a sad story as well. Was in, what was it called? Like House Guest with Sinbad. Classic, where he was like meeting up with an old friend or something like that he hadn't seen in years. And Sinbad pretends to be that dude and is hiding out from some goons that are trying to get at him. Great movie, but that's what I mean. He's got like that kind of stuff. He's got stand-ups. He's got other movies. Like Sinbad did a lot in the game. You don't hear from him that much these days. Although I remember in one of the earlier seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Tap in if you guys like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, if you guys would like some content on that as well. You guys know I like to make all different types of videos. I made some videos about binge watching shows and things, so let me know. But back to what we're talking about. One of the earlier seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there was a episode with Sinbad and a dude from Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas, where they were like I don't want to give it up, but I was going to say, whatever. They were a figment of someone's imagination when they're losing their mind or whatever. And I remember seeing him on Vlad TV recently. I don't know, he's still around. Hopefully he beats this thing. He comes back and makes another hit movie or puts out some more dope stand-up or something, 64 years old, so he's getting up there in age. So, like I said, guys, prayers out to Sinbad. And let's move into this other story that we got to talk about. I got to drop my commentary on this, and that is Meek Mill, right? Deleting his social media, which Meek was tweeting like 20 times a day. So it's kind of wild. He took down this, the Twitter, and I believe the Instagram as well. I felt like I couldn't find him on there either. And we got to break this situation down. Let's talk about this. This is kind of crazy. So Meek was talking about, and this is a good thing, like I said, there's just way too much violence and everything going on in hip hop right now. Meek was talking about that there's like 5 groups of artists within Philly that are dope, and he'll try to get them deals. He'll do what he can for them if they set the beef aside. You know what I mean? Because Meek is plugged in. We know Meek's plugged in with The Rock and all that, and it ended up not necessarily really working out. He was trying to say that these artists get more attention when they beef, and we know this. This is facts. This is why we see a lot of staged beefs or a lot of like petty beefs, and we always hope that those beefs just stay on wax, and then we see some other ish, where, like I was talking about with a lot of the drill music and stuff, rappers is dissing each other on social media and on songs, and getting right to the violence when they see each other. So Meek's like, okay, let me try to change this. And I think that's a good thing. Like, tap in, let me know your thoughts on that. Someone's got to step up and make a change. People say things from time to time that they want to make a change. There's been attempts, but there's never really been anything solid that really carried on and picked up momentum and had legs and worked, you know? And we got to look at this like, because this one artist, Poundside Pop, ended up saying like, yo, Meek, get out of here. There's a lot of beef going on. Like, what side are you on? Yo, you're banned from Philly. Then it's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? It ended up backfiring, I guess, what Meek was trying to do. But we got to have this discussion, because if you remember when Meek and Academics were going at it a little while back, right? Academics was kind of clowning Meek because, Meek was doing a lot of that prison reform work and other types of activism and things of that nature. And then, Academics is like, yo, quit getting tough with me. And then he started talking about like, yo, Meek, you're confused. You get mad when I blog about you, then you get mad when I don't blog about you, with Act. Then he's talking about, yo, 1 minute you're talking ish, like you got shooters on deck. Then the next minute you're talking like you're, what did he call them? Meek Mandela. He was like, which one is it, Meek? Like, what's really good here? What's going on? And I don't know, like, what do you guys think of that? Obviously people can change, okay? And like I said, for something to really work in hip hop to change, someone's really going to have to step up and try to, get some organization and have a big meeting and, get it out there to stop the beefing and stop the violence. But what do you guys think? Do you think that makes people not be able to take Meek serious? Do you think Meek is on some bullish? Like, what are your thoughts on this? At the end of the day, if someone ain't trying to hear something, they're not trying to hear something, But I do think this is commendable by Meek Mill, I want to know your thoughts, guys. Tap in the comments. And before I close this video out, right, I'm not even going to get all off into this. I'm just going to say this real quick. Covering Meek Mill here made me think about it. A certain someone that was on some bullish with me earlier was talking about they never cap, and I was pointing out how much they do cap. And then, kind of like what we were talking about here with Meek, where, people don't want to be covered, but then they do want to be covered, but they want, you know what I mean? Like, people get mad at the news, basically, at the media. But another situation where a few people were involved in carrying on a straight up cap campaign during a staged beef for clout and for marketing was, remember when the Game went to Philly and faked the cheesesteak picture? And I'm telling y'all, that was fake. I actually just saw someone post about this recently. They went to eat, what was that spot called? Max's? And they were like, yeah, man, the Game wasn't in here. And they were saying that then. You know what I mean? That was another capped out campaign. You feel me? But listen, that's all I really got on this one, guys. I'll be back with some more content. Make sure to sub to the channel if you're new. Hit them buttons, the like, the bell, all that. You know what I mean? Help me carve out my space in that algorithm. And that's what it is. Daily videos, music, news, sports, and more. And I'm gone.